Hello, this is just for a personal note on something that I learned, but if this helps you, to quote Maui from Moana, you're welcome. Haha. Okay, so I'm learning about pandas, data frames, what you can do with them, and there's two functions that, or methods, I guess, that I was introduced to. One called group by, and one called pivot table. And I wanted to show how they translate to Excel, since that was the first thing that I had ever that I learned. I learned Excel before I learned Python pandas. Yeah. So I have a file called table CSV. In order to put it in here, we start with import pandas as PD, create a data frame, and I named it DF for data frame. Read the file, the CSV file table. This just shows the first 5 rows from that imported table. The columns of interest are region, item, and units. So if I wanted to get the number of units sold by item per region uh, in Excel, it would be uh, dropping the region and item into the rows section, and then the units into the values section set to sum. And the output looks like this, where it starts with the region and then it breaks out under region each item uh, that was sold. So yeah, binders 424, desks 7, and then so forth. So to look at this, then so to see how that translates, to do that in pandas, you take your data frame, the one I had named DF, use the group by method, and you pass region and item into it, and then you want the column units to be the one that gets summed. So this is the instruction right here, the whole instruction, and you get the same output as you would in Excel. So like central, binder, desk, pen, 424, 7, 27, 424, 7, 27, and so on down. If you want, if you take your Excel pivot table and then move item from the rows section and put it into the columns section, the layout changes to this. The numbers are the same, it's just a different layout. And to get this layout in pandas, you use the method pivot table, not group by, but pivot table, and you would pass the arguments, these arguments, values, units. That's what you're summing up. Index, that's what you're subsectioning by region. Central, east, west. Notice it's the same here. Central, east, west. It's the same data, but in a different shape. And then columns equals item. Let's see, item. Okay, yeah. So then, region is the first subsection, and then columns item is the second subsection. So per region, the items that were sold in that region, but instead of breaking it out like this, it's going to break the items out into columns. So let's start with central numbers. Central has binder, desk, pen, pen set, pencil. And if you look with numbers 424, 7, 27, 243, 498, and if you look up here, it's the same information. Binder, desk, pen, pen set, pencil, 424, 7, 27, 243, 498. So to recap, what I wanted to do was reinforce my familiarity with Excel to show how it translates. If you wanted the same information that you get from Excel and put it into Pandas, those are the commands that you would use to get that same information. Those being group by and or pivot table, depending on how you want your information to output. All right, thanks.